Today is Mozart's birthday, and I kind of wanted to have you all on. And if you haven't heard, the Symphony Orchestra, they're doing all kinds of great online things, virtual. We're going to get to that here in just a little bit. For you two, Maestro, Christopher, listen, Mozart, what does Mozart mean to your world?
Well, it's kind of when you're asked who's your favorite composer, you say, excepting Mozart, of course. It's just that, he was a child prodigy. He started when he was 5 years old composing, and played violin and piano before that. And he wrote probably every kind of music you could ever imagine, except aggressive music. That's the only thing he didn't write. So, you could liken him to the Beatles in a way, because he just wrote so much wonderful stuff. And a lot of it was just pure entertainment.
And Christopher, how about you? I mean, it feels like now with homeschool and everything going on, now would be a time that maybe if people are a little intimidated, if they have been by classical music, now might be a good time for people to maybe give it a chance.
Well, everybody knows Mozart, even if they've never heard Mozart, because if you walk into, or you turn on your TV and you hear this, that's Mozart. And he wrote, as the maestro pointed out, he wrote so much joyful music and music that sings. And it's definitely one of my desert island composers. I take him with me everywhere I go. He's with me today. He was excited to meet you, Wilson.
Well, that's good. And I'm glad you have your instrument right there, because I was going to pull out my accordion, but we won't have to do that now because you just played a little bit there. So listen, when we come back here in just a little bit, we're going to talk more about some of the virtual events that are coming up. I think February 6th is there's a few coming up, but February 6th is that first one coming up, right?
That's right. Yeah, I'm fortunate that I get to be on the podium for that one. We're going to play the music you just heard, the Eine kleine Nacht music, little night music, and then we're going to pair it with a piece that takes that same music and reworks it into a little night music in Harlem. So we're going to connect the old and the new, something borrowed, something blue. It's going to be a really great combination, and you're not going to want to miss it, especially this close to Mozart's birthday.
I love it. Mozart's birthday today. And I would just like to point out to management now that I got dressed up for this interview with these guys, and the maestro's just hanging out at the beach over there, Lake Norman or whatever. Come on, I was all dressed up for you.
You don't have to dress up for classical music. No one ever did. But you do look great. You look really smart.
Thank you. This is a clean t-shirt. Hey, we're going to have a link up at WCCVCharlotte.com with all the virtual events. It's Mozart's birthday today. More coming up with these two crazy guys. WCCV Charlotte. We'll be back. It is Mozart's birthday. Can you speak a little bit with your experience in traveling around the world and with music and everything, the importance of, maybe even more so now, music education, even while we're doing the homeschool thing? How important is music to all of us, but especially these days to young people?
It's simple. It's one sentence. It's a known fact that people studying the arts, can be dance, can be literature, music, as well as the sciences, do better across the board in all their education. It's a known fact, been proven many, many times. It's difficult to do with the homeschooling at the moment, but the symphony is very much involved in education across the board. And, even if you're at home being homeschooled, you can still get lessons somewhere. And, it's just worth it. It doesn't matter what instrument or what kind of art you do, be an actor, anything, you will benefit from it.
Well, and so many people are trying out new things now while we're staying home, while we're doing the homeschool. Arts Plus, I know we've mentioned them, and so many music things that will work with the kids online. But tell me more about these virtual events that you all are doing.
Yeah, February 6th is our next live stream, and then February 20th, the maestro will be on the podium for another beautiful concert with our Charlotte Symphony Strings. March 6th is the following program that has Mozart on it. There's another one on April 24th with the Marriage of Figaro. It's just a wonderful smorgasbord of virtual music options right now from the Charlotte Symphony, knowing how desperately we all wish we could be together for these experiences. We at least have the great music to tie us together while we're safely apart.
And speaking of that, we've been kind of doing this all morning right here. We're going to put both of you on the spot. What was the best music video from the 80s?
Oh, it's got to be something by Freddie Mercury and Queen, isn't it?
No. Think of today.
Oh,
Rock Me Amadeus. Falco. Come on, Rock Me Amadeus.
if you'd said film, I would have understood. There's a language barrier here.
Oh, I know. Right, there you go, Governor. Listen, we're having a good time right here. I love these two people. Thank you so much for what you're doing. Thanks for taking it online, and thanks for being safe, okay?
Thank you.
There you go. Play us out a little bit so I don't have to play the accordion. They hate it when I do that, all right? Listen, great stuff. We're going to have a link up for you at WCCBCharlotte.com. Big thanks again. The Charlotte Symphony Orchestra. This is WCCB Charlotte. We'll be back.